Well, it's been my pleasure to work with Don on a number of different events, at Winterfest, the Taste of the Vine. Always a pleasure to work with you, Don.
It's been a pleasure working with Don Rabby for the last 15 years.
It was great news to hear that Don Rabby is going to receive this year's silver medal from the Advertising Federation of Lincoln. Don's one of those people that doesn't, hog the limelight, so to speak. So I was really glad that he got the credit he finally deserves.
Congratulations, Don, on winning Lincoln's Silver Medal Award. It's a well-deserved honor.
Well, congratulations, Don. For any of you who don't know him, this is a well-deserved individual. I served on the board my first year in then Advertising Federation of Lincoln, and Don was oh so welcoming.
He became our newsletter chair under Rich Clausen and continued on the board and did just a wonderful job.
Don is a very compassionate person, and he sees people as more than just employees and co-workers. He sees you as people.
You've given so much back to the club, attending all the meetings, always with a friendly smile.
Organization is a specialty of Don's. He is a great organizer. He keeps things in order. It's easy to find things that he touches if we need to look for it later. Or he's got that kind of personality that always keeps things in proper order, and it's a pleasure working with Don, especially for that reason.
Don's been very involved in advertising for many years, and not only has a great passion about the industry, but also about the Advertising Federation of Lincoln.
He is so deserving. He has been part of our club since, well, he's older than George, and I'm right behind him, so quite a while.
You know, I first met Don when the Omaha and Lincoln clubs first talked about merging their Addy Awards, and look where it got us today. You know, Don is the ultimate professional. In fact, one of his favorite quotes on advertising is from H.G. Wells. He said, "Advertising is legalized lying." Words to live by, I think.
I remember going down to Kansas City to leadership, and he was driving, he had his party tunes, and I sat in the very back of that van pretty terrified. I didn't know what I had gotten myself into.
Some of the fondest memories of Don were our trips to the Ozarks, and Don became deemed Driver Don. And when Driver Don drove, he put his hat on backwards, and we all, well, let's just say we had a good time. He did remind me that what went on in the Ozarks stays in the Ozarks.
My next encounter with Don was a Lincoln Ad Club trip to the Lake of the Ozarks Leadership Conference shortly after I moved to Lincoln. Don drove the van with 9 of us from Lincoln. I learned then that Don was very sensitive about his driving. But we got there safe and sound anyway and interacted with the many advertising professionals from ad clubs of the 9th District. On the way back to Lincoln, Don said the trip reminded him of a quote of another famous ad professional, Jerry Della Femina, who said, "Advertising is the most fun you can have with your clothes on." Not that our clothes were off at all that trip.
Don's a good guy, he is reliable, he's honest, and he's a good friend.
He's just such a caring and nurturing individual, made sure that I was included in the group, and from then on, Don and I became fast friends. He is such a gentleman. He is the gem of all gems of this club.
Don is very deserving. He's been a true servant through the ad club for all the years, both in the early years, and continues to.
Don, congratulations on an extremely well-deserved award.
You get what you deserve tonight. Thank you so much for everything you've done.
And again, I want to thank you, Don, or congratulate you, Don, on being the Silver Medal Award winner. It is very much deserved. At least I know that it's very much deserved in everything that you do. It's always quality.
Congratulations, Don. You really deserve this. Way to go.
I'm really proud of Don, and I'm really happy to call him a friend. So congratulations, Don.
So proud to have served under this gentleman, and like I said, so deserving. Don, congrats. I wish I could be with you tonight to celebrate, but we will soon have a cold one.
Congratulations, Don. You are an advertising pro and deserve the silver medal recognition from your advertising peers here in Nebraska.